Now, he's either going to play in and smothering, which is going to be 0 degrees here. And of course he can come forward as well, but he's going to be hugging you down. Okay? This is where you have to use a lot of trapping systems, and you have to get offline. You have to make angles. Now, if he's hovering at 45, I'm not hugging his hips, and I'm not too far away. This is the best place for me to get caught in something quick. This is where the majority of people get submitted, right in the middle. Now, here, I'm 90 degrees, but I'm sitting on my heels. From here, I'm a little too far away, but he can either pull me forward or he can do sit-up guard. Okay, now my butt is off my heels. I'm leaning forward. I'm still not controlling his hips, but I'm hovering again, but this time I'm a little higher. Okay, and then I'm all the way up, and I got his hips smashed, and now you have to use K control or something like that to get offline. Okay, so during a fight, he might transfer through all these positions in a couple seconds. What works here doesn't work here, which doesn't work here, which doesn't always work here. So the trick is you have to adapt. Now you might have an ideal, say I want him here to trap him, then you have to work to make that happen, but if he's beating you, find him where he's at. And if he's hovering, don't try to be too fancy. All he has to do is grab my head, grab my wrist, and push it to my body, and now he can just throw up a triangle. And it's, you know, it's not going to be technical because of where I'm at. If you try to do that here or here, he's going to have to fight his ass off because I'm smothering or too far away. Okay? What we did today, yesterday or the other day, was if he is hovering, most of the time he's going to hover, but his hand position is going to be perfect. If he's hovering and I'm winning the grips, even double wrist control will work good here if I can win the grips, because he's hovering, it's easy. But if he's hand fighting me, okay, so let's just say his hand's on biceps or something, okay, this is kind of hard. I can't always trap his hands. So there's two still targets, head and the leg. So I'm going to use the two still targets to climb up high and go for submissions. Okay? So what we did is we went head, we went leg, and we kind of pushed it together. Keep your base sit on your heels a little bit so you don't fall over. Here. Now, you can keep your hand on the inside. See, he's on my bicep. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my knee to beat his arm. So I go here, I bring my knee up, and I rolled it and trapped it. From here, I pull, and come get him. Okay? From this position, I have to adjust. Now to adjust, I don't want to let go of my legs just yet. I come here, I'll drag a little bit, push if I have to, and then I get the head. Once I have the head, now my legs can open. Whether I hook the arm, hook the leg, or just pinch and roll and finish here. Okay? Another thing we talked about is especially for hitting for triangles, I have to beat the arm one way or the other. I have to either go around it or I have to go inside it. And what we just did was we went around it, and I did it without controlling the hands. Well, this time I'm going to go inside it. So this time I'm going to have to pummel to make this happen. So I pummel and get my knee inside. With my knee inside, now I'm going to switch head, because in this position, I'd either have to grab hold of his wrist or he's going to try to fight me pretty hard here. So I'm going to have to use an angle. So I go head, leg, pinch, flip, and once again I'm in that position to finish. Okay. We talked about when you're in this position, he's in the same hand fight position, we talked about taking the back. So going to an arm drag position, which was the cross grip, and putting the fists around the bottom. So if he's here stalling, I go here, underneath, and I fold. I got to create a lot of pressure and torque to make it strong enough so I can't control his arm. And from here, I'm going to drag. Okay, so as I drag, I use my legs to bring the knee. I make it painful, and then I slip and pull at the same time. Now I have access to his back, grab him out, and look to the back. Okay? The other thing we talked about was using the leg hook to get to the back. Okay, so he once again is in a good hand fight position. He's not allowing me to trap him. I go fist, leg, tuck my chin, and make a hard angle. Here, and now I'm in. I can let go of the leg, and now I can even grab, I can come up, I can fight from here pretty well. I can even reverse him. Okay? Now, the other thing we covered is when he's in this position, since he's winning kind of the hand fight and the grips, I have to assume that he can leave. And when he leaves, I gotta play him accordingly. And the first thing we covered was K control. So if he postures out and he's hit forward, I can't spend all day reaching to break him down because I'm gonna get hit in the face. So I'm gonna hook offline and I'm gonna basically do a vertical scissor to protect my head. So I go deep and come up. Okay? When in this position, I gotta keep tight with the leg. See how my foot's against this hip? My knee's not too far across. I'm right in the center here. And this leg has to be curled tight. Don't bring it too high because you'll slip it off. Here. Now from here, there's 3 grips. There's cross grip. There's the head control. And then there's a mirror grip, which is here, here, here. Okay? These grips are going to switch. And I can constantly off balance them. Okay? Me personally, I always want to get the head. So I'm always fishing for the head. Now if he just stays away here, I need to make him want to bend. So what I do is I push him away, or try to steer him with my legs, and then I snap him down, got the head, and then I'm up. And now I'm in a Sankeki triangle right here, which is like an upside down triangle. Okay. If, when I go for that, he blocks and hugs my leg, I'm gonna go with his resistance, switch, lift, and ride to a mount position. If I can't break him down, okay, and I can't get to his head, eventually he's going to figure out that he needs to beat the leg hook, and we're going to have to get pretty creative. So I'm just going to fight the closest hand closest to him. From here, there's a lot of things I can do. I try to sweep him still, I can do a lot of things, but to get him off me, I'm going to put this foot in his armpit, and if I can, I'll use 2. Push and pull, and then I'm going to try to bring him to the side. Elevate, and pack him down. Keep that wrist before I come up so he doesn't scramble very well. Come up, and I'll probably dive right into a reverse head and arm choke, Darce choke, whatever you want to call it. And that's the K control. Now from K control, I'll just show you some extra stuff that I didn't go over.
Great.
The benefit of K control is I can attack the whole body. This means I can go for leg locks. Now, I personally don't like going for leg locks first, but rather pair it when I fail the armbar triangle. So if I hit this, okay, I stay down. So let's say I bring you down and I slap this up, but when I'm here, you rip out. No, just posture up. You rip out of the triangle. As soon as this happens, he's vulnerable to knee work. Keep my foot on the outside, bring my knee on the inside. Okay? I'm going to pull myself forward and lock a figure 4 on his legs. Here. Now from here, I push my knee in his groin and lift up on his foot. So let it slide, duck my hips in, and then I have my knee. Okay? Yeah. Now the key point to this is where my foot position is to stay up. When I'm here, by my foot being on the outside, it allows me to come back. So if I came here, and I'm having problems, okay? I just can't get it, and I feel him starting to hunt my head with this arm. I can block. Now where my feet are, look. I can come back and sweep, or come back for the triangle as well.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot from K control that's really no real information, but at least you got a taste of some of the grips, and then I showed you how a lot of times, anytime I'm in a high guard with a leg hook, and I feel him slip out because he's sweaty or he's screwed up, yeah, that knee bar is going to come too fast. I already have it hooked. The key is knee on the inside, foot on the outside. That way I can actually come back if I fail. Okay?
Great.
Then we went over grapevines.